marksmen like the Ash and like the Var. So taking those away takes away a huge playmaking potential as well for the side of G2 Blacklist.
I'm actually a little bit nervous on the ban here of G2 Blacklist banning out the Zeri, because there's one champion they might not have considered that can be used here by KBG Gaming with the Shen pick of the Ton, and that's the Gwen of Andra 9. It's gonna be looking to pick it up. It's hovering the Zoe so far, and it's still gonna be very impactful because they have a lot of front lines already, and so much space is gonna be provided for this Zoe. But G2 Blacklist, we have anticipated this, and we talked about this yesterday as well when we were meeting, and a great matchup against a Zoe and against an Ornn is this Yasuo with lots of sustain this time around with the Senna comp.
Yeah. Senna, which we're talking about, is one of those champions we have seen being used by G2 Blacklist a lot, especially in the playoffs, and along with Gragas, it's one of those more natural partners that we have seen with the Senna. Along with the Yasuo, there's now a lot of engaged potential coming out from the composition of G2 Blacklist. They can go in with the Gragas, with explosive Kha'Zix, and start off a fight with the kick from KD's Lee Sin, and then Yasuo follows up. This is so far a really good engaged composition on the side of G2 Black. So on the other hand, for KBG, it feels more standard. There's a lot of tank front line. There's a bit of poke coming from the Zoe, and this Xayah will be one of the key points as well if they're able to let Xiaoma just have free hits on the back line. It's going to be very dangerous for G2 Black.
Very dangerous setup as well here into the mid lane, especially for KBG Gaming. Yasuo of Aaron can be very, very deadly, and since they will have a lot of durability sustained through the Senna, it's going to be a lot more challenging here for KBG Gaming to land the damage. The only damage dealers that they actually have here in their lineup is the Zoe and the Xayah. The Renekton does deal quite a bit of damage, but going towards mid to late game, the Renekton's damage falls off a little bit more. And G2 Blacklist is going to be looking to isolate the members here of KBG. They have the Camille, they have the Lee Sin, they have the Gragas as well. And so much crowd control is present. Knockups are very much possible here on the side of G2 Blacklist. Very good team fighting based composition on both sides. I'm looking forward to this game being a gruesome one.
Yeah, it's gonna be, I feel like it's gonna be a very action-packed game between these two teams, G2 Blacklist and KBG, in the grand finals of our WRLA Season 2. Who will be taking Game 1 here as we proceed to the game? Giyang, it's gonna be very, very exciting. We're already thinking about how this could just be a very explosive game from the get-go.
I remember us last night, right? We were setting up. We were anticipating like 5, 7 possible lineups, pick and ban scenarios here of G2 Blacklist and KBG Gaming. We still are always surprised by how creative both of these teams are. We see the Zoe into the mid lane. We see the Tonsil getting the Shen. We see Golden Guy back on his Senna. And the Yasuo by Aaron as well. This time in the bottom lane though, G2 Blacklist should be struggling a bit just because of the mere presence and poking ability of both the Ornn and the Xayah. Both of them have great crowd control as well. So G2 Blacklist, maybe they have to step a little bit back for now.
Yeah, they definitely will, and this will allow both Yuya and Xiaoma to get a bit more information on this red side of the jungle. We do see that the Lee Sin started on the red side. Aaron spotted out the Ton right now on his Raptor camps. It seems like he went for the blue buff and then for the top side of the map. So there is a bit more threat right now on the top side against G2 Blacklist, which is being shadowed actually right now. If you look at the map, we could see that KD is on his blue buff. So there is a chance if both of these junglers decide to try and affect the top side, we might see some action there between the two duos.
Especially top side, right? It's very equal right now, very balanced. The balance can be tipped off a little bit just because of the influence of the junglers. And if we compare Camille, Lee Sin, both of them has great single target damage. Both of them has a lot of burst potential, but the Renekton and the Shen can actually withstand the burst when they are together. Because has to be a little bit careful, especially into the mid lane as Aaron is not up there. Has to win both to block some of the damage there of Andra 9. Still gonna be fine. KD goes here towards the Scuttle Crab. 3 versus 2. As the taunt is gonna be coming through as well. Andra 9, Portal jump away. Sleepy Trouble Bubble did connect onto 1, but the damage still not enough. KD still able to survive for so long. Hassan did get here. At least the Scuttle Crab. Dross gonna be backing away as well. Aaron trying to deal the damage, but is not dealing anything just yet. And KD is gonna be punishing every single member here of G2 Blacklist.
Also
They're
low.
trying to escape. One more auto attack should do the trick. Standing Knight is gonna be used as well onto Anra 9. 2 kills by Keepus Gaming to start off this game.
Yeah, Keepus Gaming getting 2 kills off of that exchange, although G2 Blacklist was the one who was able to secure first blood, and that all happened because they all wanted the bottom scuttler on the map. It was KBG with the first rotation from Yu going from the bot side into the mid lane to try and secure the scuttle. But actually before that, KD spotted on the ward right there.
And the punishment is just real. Early game, this is not the best time for G2 Blacklist, particularly the Senna and the Yasuo, to be involved in any of the fights. And rooftop fights is going to be very detrimental here for G2 Blacklist. Gaming is there for the punish. Right now, they go for the invade. The Dawn is going to be in the area as well. Possibly in round number 2. Though Shama's not in the area, this might be a great chance for G2 Black to find against our defense. The last defense is going to be coming through. You're still able to flash away. The damage is pure this time around for G2 Black. They're going towards Shama. Can they actually get the kill? The answer is yes. The gas as well. It's going to be pure. Going towards the Dawn. They lost 2 a while ago, but they get 3 this time around. Aaron still able to withstand the portal jump into that paddle star, and right now they get the lead.
Yeah, and great series of plays right there coming from G2 Blacklist. It was several steps that they did to get to this blue buff steal. As we head into the replay right here, we're gonna be seeing it's just them going into the jungle, and then as you mentioned right in your play-by-play, Xiaoma was the one who was late into that fight. As we actually see in the play-by-play, Ime might be falling down, but going back into the replay right, it was G2B able to get 3 kills from that exchange.
Yeah, this is just so good right now here for G2 Blacklist. Possibly the best start, to be honest, and the best way to recover the initial mishap that they've experienced from the first clash. And right now they're ahead by almost 1,000 gold just in preparation for the first objectives. Possibly G2 Blacklist is going to be looking to amplify the lead that they do have through the Rift Herald take. We've seen the intention of KD there, just setting up with the Rift Herald through with the Scuttle Crab as well for the vision. KBG, they can just respond with the scaling objective.
Yeah, they can. They have a bit of a numbers advantage right now on the bot side, but although we do see Golden Kite actually passing himself into the bot side of the map, it seems like G2 Blacklist would want to respond to this dragon that's being started right now by the Dawn.
And it's still gonna be here. Golden Kite as well. KD
have a ward.
in prime position. They do have vision. Like what you mentioned, Frost in the area as well, setting up. Getting the chug. 2,000 left onto the dragon. The bottom 7 is going to be coming through the Dawn and Shadow as well. For the sustain as the cast comes through for the isolation as well. 1,400 the steal is not going to come through, and G2 Blacklist will no longer have any opportunity here into this fight or objectives, but still they continue on to the fight. The last threat for the setup. They do get a kill in exchange for the dragon.
Yeah, that could be enough right there of an exchange. As you mentioned, they are weaker in this early game, but they have been continuously aggressing towards KBG, which is just catching them off guard. The dragon is secured by KBG, but with Yu down, this is the opportunity right now for the Herald for G2B.
Battlestar is available, Dominus as well, Stand United, can be actually get the kill this time around, 2 for 2! They do get it! Keepus Gaming this time around are giving such a big pressure this time around for G2 Blacklist. Sleepy Trouble Bubble did not connect, but the steal by Datan is just styling right now against KD, and they will spawn up the Herald into the mid lane to get this tower down finally and amplify the lead of Keepus Gaming.
That is a big steal right there coming from Datan. It was KBG off tempo heading into that Herald fight, but with the early dominance being popped right there by the Recton, he was able to go in along with the Stand United. As we see in this replay, we're actually going to be starting off on the dragon fight. This was also a very close take by both teams right here. Datan almost getting cancelled as he gets into the pit. Also crucial wind wall right there to stop the Call of the Forge God, but he was just outsmited right there. Datan with the cleanest smite so far in the game. G2B does win the fight outright after the dragon take, which gave them that 5v4 advantage heading into the Herald, but it was just the timing between the Stand United, him getting there and pressing the smite immediately secures KBG both of the early game objectives.
And it's such a big flex, to be honest, here by Datan. His impact through objectives, through the smite has been so top-notch. especially during the match against Edward Gaming as well. He was able to jungle this 0-7-11 during that time, during the finals qualifier as well. Right now, bottom side, Aaron is about to be obliterated here. Featherstorm going to be used still. The steals and the heal are going to be there. Shaman is a bit overextended. It's going to be flashing away. Unrun. Stalling with the stasis. It's going to be fine. Stand United going to be used here just to be able to be safe. But the CP Trouble Bubble doesn't have any flash. There's a flash from the Dawn. Finally closes the distance. And Raw as well going to be next. The tower's going to be falling down. KD a little bit late towards the fight. Did they turn onto the Ornn and will he be able to get the kill? But still, the trades are much better for Best Gaming. Sauce coming through, unable to close the distance there by Aaron. Right now, they are struggling a lot. The paddles are going to be blocked with the wind wall. Really good job, but still, KBG getting the better end of that scenario.
These have just been scrappy fights over and over again between these two teams. They really came into this game one thinking of unending aggression between the two of them, and so far KBG has been on the winning end.
Ultimatum into the flash just to be able to be safe here in the top lane. The Dawn is in the area as well. KD did connect. I don't think he is gonna be pursuing anymore. And we start to see so many pressure by Keepest Gaming, not only on the team fights in the mid lane and bot side, but even in the top lane. We see the pressure right now being felt by G2 Blacklist.
Yeah, and so far G2 Blacklist maybe getting a trap right here.
The knock-up done. Shields are gonna be there. Standing United as well. Completely decimating any attention here by G2 Blacklist. All of the Force God as well, able to knock up KD. No further interruptions anymore by Keepest Gaming.
That's why it's so irritating to go against Shen, right? Whenever you try to make a play on the side of a map, try to get a pick off, the Stan United is ready to defend and to protect the members of Keep Best Gaming. So far, the 3 Stan United that has been used by Tatan have been very effective. On the Herald to steal the objective, on the bot lane to save Unrun 9 and that tower dive and 8, and even getting a kill against Golden Head. And again, on the top side, yes, G2 Blacklist has been trying to be very aggressive to burn the Stan United as much as they can, but so far it's been Keep Best Gaming always having that crucial ultimate up whenever their members are in peril.
You can always count on the Dawn whenever he is using the Shen. And time again, he has proven against anyone that you have to take away his jungler champs in order to finally take him down. So this time around, it's going to be taking a bit of damage there from the pokes of Andra 9. Commitment of KD is a little bit nerve-wracking here. Still, they are going to be fine. KBG looking to pressure 4 soul points. Sonic Wave did connect, but no follow-up just yet. Resonating strike, Yu setting up, waiting for the perfect opportunity to call on the Forge God here against G2 Blacklist. Are they going to be continuing? KD's in the area still, looking for an angle here to get into the pit as Draw is actually taking too much damage. Ime commits here. Hexic Ultimatum going to be denied this time by G2 Blacklist. You can make on the fight. Lots of people engines going to be on to keep escaping. Lots going to be better here. On the side of G2 Blacklist, the kid's going to be there as well. KG needs to walk away. The Dawn unable to knock up Draw here, with Yu Helping him out, but still, he is chasing down. The Renta's gonna be taken out. Imi doing a really good job here. Onto the backline. Stan United saves the day here for Andra 9. They get a better end of the fight. G2 Black was able to get the dragon, but still, the team fight is much better for Keep Best Gaming.
Yeah, definitely the team fight. The champions at Keep Best Gaming have right, but Thon might be getting caught out right here. Okay.
Still, it's gonna be fine. Thon will leave him be. They had what they wanted already.
Yeah, the Thon, fortunately for him, the Lee Sin didn't have his ultimate to be able to get that extra kill, but we're gonna see here in this replay, the fight started on the bottom side of this dragon pit, but look at KD going in at the exact right timing to be able to get the smite steal away from the Ton, and a fight happened while they were taking that dragon, and it was just KBG. Their composition was balled up. The call of the Forge God was not able to be cancelled by G2 Blacklist, and they were just in retreat after that fight. Yes, they were able to at least secure the dragon to stop the Dragon Soul timer against Keep Best Gaming.
And it's also important to take note that that Aaron actually was fully prevented to engage onto that fight. He was kited away, he was suppressed for years. Keep Best Gaming managed to take him down before he was even able to cast in any abilities, any useful abilities for that fight. 4,000 gold lead now is being made here by Keep Best Gaming. G2 Blacklist has to find a way to cut that at least halfway. 12 minutes in, we do see a lot more scaling potential on the side of G2 Blacklist. Maybe later on we would see the power spikes happen. We start seeing them fighting back more.
Yeah. G2 Blacklist does have more of an infinite scaling because they do have that Senna, right? And also we know Yasuo gets a lot stronger when he's able to get his items. But let's not discount as well on the side of KBG. They have the Xayah, one of the most stable late game crit marksmen we have in the game. She has her own way to peel. She also has her own way to deal massive amounts of damage as Andra 9 almost getting caught out. But great stasis right there.
And the side United, that is so scared to be seen, but that's a key ult already expended by Keepers Gaming. We do know that Keepers Gaming and G2 Blacklist loves 12-minute Barons, and right now they are posturing for it as well. Aaron able to dodge the bad start there.
Oh no, Aaron.
Bob is going to be doing a lot of pressure towards him. The flash into the taunt. Aaron's going to be in the bad spot this time around. Katie's going to be in the area. Donning Shadow going to be used for the shield. Still saving Grace here for the top side, but still the fight is not done. Call of the War Shot going to be used. Hextech as well, Proto Belt, and the engagement with the Predator here. KG gonna be knocked off there with the last breath, and they will get the kill, but Aaron's still gonna be taken down here. KBG muscling out, getting the kills here onto G2 Blacklist, getting 3 already onto this fight, and they only lost the big crocodile.
Yeah. The catch right there from KBG was massive. When they saw Aaron overextending himself a bit on the top side on the 2v1, they were able to capitalize on him burning his abilities. No wind wall, no Gragas ultimate as well, and now Baron's almost taken here by KBG.
Aimee is going to be checking the area. Draw as well is going to be here. He does have a bit more of time to maybe make some plays, but looks like they will not attempt anything. And Keepers Gaming gets the big purple worm.
Now they secure the Baron buff for themselves, and the 14-minute mark, this will allow KBG to shove the waves with that buff. As we head to this replay right here, look at Yuyu's positioning on that Call of the Forge God, able to hit Golden Kite as well, push away both Aaron and KD, enabling this circling and surround of KBG. And at this point in time, G2 Blacklist was just desperate, trying to get a pick off, trying to get a kill to maybe stop KBG from getting the Baron, but it was for naught. It was KBG getting ahead in that fight.
Ahead and ahead, slowly but surely. We talked about the 4,000 gold lead.
Well, you may.
Gaming this time at 6,000. Feather Storm going to be used there by Shama just to deny possible engages. The cast is not going to be on point this time around. You though, getting a charge, 3-man knockup. KG as well on the flank, and that's going to be in prime position for KBG to punish the overextension here of G2 Blacklist. And right now they lost one again. We do see Aaron struggling a lot here in this game on the Yasuo. This time around, Keepers Gaming is punching every bit of mistake that they are making. KD's in the area looking for maybe a good kick towards Andra 9. He's gonna be denied using the charge here of Yuyu though. And KBG, the defenses are just so good on their side. They're knocking onto the base here of G2 Blacklist. Mid lane inhibitor is gonna be taken down. The bottom side and top lane is gonna be pushed as well with the Baron powered minions. They will get the bottom side for now. Right now, they are just going to be disengaging. I think they are going to be okay with the exchanges that they've had so far. The damage of Andran is so high.
It's a Zoe at this point, and a head Zoe in that regard as well. And we all know how strong Zoe's are when it comes to their burst damage. Inhibitor turrets down on the side of G2 Blacklist. Only the top side is left. This forces them to defend their base, which gives KBG a free pass into the second Drake of the game for them as we head into the 16-minute mark. And now G2 Blacklist is on very much the back foot on this game one. They still have a bit of that scaling coming in from the Senna, but with a 10k gold lead here for KBG, KBG is just in such a good position to take game one.
Yep, 10,000 gold lead, right? All dragons, almost all the dragons taken as well. They've had the great Baron power play. 4,000 in fact was acquired with just that one Baron power play as well, and they are just posturing down, getting into position for the Elder Dragon to be spawned up later on. 1 minute and 30 seconds. It's a timer here to keep us gaming. Finally get the damage done. Great denial of the charge there by Yuyu, but still it's not going to be affected that much. It is just very tanky, soaking all the damage. Look at the items here of Yuyu as well, almost complete already. And he's just going to be tanking everything here from G2B.
Yeah, definitely. The Ornn is gonna be the biggest tank here for the side of Keepers Gaming. Well, actually, the Tan is still the biggest tank, but it has been Yuyu starting a lot of these fights. But Tan might be getting caught out here with both Ime and KB.
He is very tanky. I think it's going to be a great pick this time around, though. They do have the damage, and the Dawn is dead. G2B, what are they to get, though?
We'll see. We'll see if they're gonna be able to get the Baron, which is gonna be up in just a bit. No jungler for the side of KBG Gaming. Although, yes, KBG Gaming still has a lot of damage. They still have the Zoe. They still have the Xayah. These two champions are gonna be able to wreck through G2. So what G2 is gonna go here for this Baron? They must set up a
damage. Oh man, they have to disengage just because of that one paddle star from Andra 9. Man, the whole intention, G2B had the numbers advantage, but because of Andra 9, the Baron take was just completely denied here. And G2 Blacklist had to reset once again, and KBG this time, the Dawn is gonna be up, and Elder Dragon is up as well.
Yeah, Andra 9 just showing himself to be the biggest carry right now for the side of KBG. It doesn't matter if they had their jungler down, he can by himself stop G2 Blacklist from getting a Baron. Elder Dragon here being started off by KBG, and it just seems like they're trying to corral G2B towards him, trying to set up this trap as the Elder Drake is being started.
And it has to be Draw and KD checking the Elder Dragon pit. It's going to be much more difficult this time around, almost impossible. They have no vision in the area. It has to be through the abilities. Windwall going to be the top lane, going to be pushed. Charge is going to be there as well. Aaron going to get caught with the knock-up there by Yuyu. And now it's going to be taken down. Doesn't have any more escape tools. Still able to get the kill onto the Xayah. This might be a signal here for G2 Blacklist to finally get onto the engage, onto the team fight. Iron Knight's going to be next as well. Stays to buy some time. Mid lane's going to be pushed by KG. But Ime doing a really good job. Can he actually end the game? KG is looking to stall out. Will get the Nexus done. No! The stun is an HP still left. And G2 Blacklist able to win the fight.
Yeah, G2 Blacklist able to win the fight right there from an overextension from Xiaoma. He got a bit too close into the fight. Yes, he had an ultimate. Yes, he had a stasis. But as soon as those were down, just one kick from the Lee Sin immediately assassinated him. Elder Drake being secured right now by G2 Blacklist. Their Nexus is very low though. They don't have a mid lane and a bot lane turret. Just one coordinated push from KBG can end it all. But so far right now, G2 Blacklist is on the first steps of a comeback.
Are they going to be going for the TP play here by KBG Gaming? If they do, they won't have any stasis anymore. The Dawn is going to be in the area using the Stand United already. Yu's going to be here as well. Teleporting coming by Andra 9. The third is going to be steal by the Dawn again and again and again and again. He keeps on denying the bigger objectives against any team, and that includes G2 Blacklist.
And that stops a lot of that forward momentum for G2 Blacklist to be able to come back into this game. They still have the Elder Dragon buff, but with the Baron buff going to the side of KBG, they'll be able to see Chanti Search as we head into this replay right here. The Stand United here from Daton sets him up for a good position on this Baron. I feel like G2 Blacklist should have tried to get him vision, and he got into the Baron at 594 HP, was able to get the smite off. Able to get a kill. Andra 9 does fall down, which also stops KBG from just going from a game-ending push. And now, the two teams have gone back into the middle of the map, squaring off in what feels like a bit of an equilibrium. The gold lead earlier for KBG was massive at 10k. Now it's down to the low 2000s. So G2B obviously getting back into this game, but it could have been more if they got the Baron. But right now, G2B trying to make more plays.
And turning onto Yuyu as well. Xiaoma gonna be helping him out. Donnie Shadow gonna be used. Still, just a charge for now. Bottom lane gonna be pushed as well. KG is in the top lane. Answering back as well. And you're right, Crazy Apple. Even if they lost the Baron, it's okay because they do have the Elder Dragon. And with that, KBG will not engage to them at all. That at least negates any intention of KBG Gaming right here to end this game. And since they were able to bounce back in terms of gold, right now, after a 8,000 gold lead by KBG Gaming, G2 Blacklist right now are starting to have the gold leverage on a scaling composition.
Well, what a massive swing in gold, right, for G2 Blacklist at the moment. Also, because their mid lane and bot lane inhibitor turret fell down a lot earlier, it's back up with mini versions of themselves right now. So they are secured in mid and bot lane to not have an uneven push when it's just minions versus minions. So it's a very equal state right now for both teams.
And they're being very aggressive this time around. They know they can actually win here against Keepers Gaming if they get the better setup through the cask of draw. So far, they are being prevented in doing so. Andal 9 misses the 3-hit of a bubble. Wave not connect onto Dawn as well. Checking the area here while Ime is split pushing in the bottom lane. They haven't secured this tower in the mid lane.
Oh, not done?
Yet, but they turn on to KD. This might be a bad situation here for him. Ignite as well is going to be used just to diminish a bit of that healing from the Senna. So KBG doing a really good job defending this mid tier 1. It's going to be more challenging for G2B.
It's been almost 23 minutes and that tier 1 turret is still up. That's so much of the pressure that G2B can't enforce on the side of Keep Best Gaming because the tower is still up. They can't push forward into the enemy jungle. That's why Ime has been having such a hard time split pushing. Even the top lane first tier turret is still up right now for the side of Keep Best Gaming. There's so much in terms of just standing gold right now for the taking here for the side of G2 Blacklist. But as the game goes on, it's the gold is not gonna matter as much. We're gonna look at in terms of the scaling, in terms of the playmaking between these two teams, and it just feels like it's for G2B. It's gonna come down to KD having a massive kick against KBG, while for the side of Keep Best Gaming, I feel like it's the con. It's gonna be one massive steal again coming from this jungler.
And they commit onto you. Might not be the best target, but they're doing a really good job in at least dealing a bit of damage, using already everything to try and take him down. The Cass as well use it for the isolation. They managed to get the shutdown onto the Zaya. Dawn as well gonna be initiated here. No way to escape anymore. And look at that damage in the sustain! Healing for days as G2 Blacklist just muscles through the composition here of Keep Us Gaming this time around. KG and Andal 9 are the ones left in the mid lane. Can they actually successfully defend? Because the base right now, the long death timers are going to be a bit long. Turn onto Andal 9 is going to be flashing away, still going to be fine. KD, well here, just checking for the possible engagement. KG, there the last breath of turn onto the big crocodile this time around. The is going to be to buy some time. And Andal 9's gone as well. Turn here, they get an inhibitor tower into the mid lane as well. And Andal 9 gets obliterated, and after being deprived the entire game and the entire series as well, G2 Blacklist finally wins a game against Keep Best Gaming.
G2 Blacklist with a massive comeback here